Why am I getting a RestSharp timeout error after setting request timeout to 300 seconds? Experiencing a timeout error in RestSharp after extending the request timeout to 300 seconds can be frustrating. If you've adjusted the request timeout property to give your request more time to complete, yet the error persists, you may wonder why this is happening. Understanding RestSharp timeout settings. First, it's important to understand that RestSharp offers two main properties related to timeout. Timeout, this property sets the duration in milliseconds that the client will wait for the server to send a response. If set to 300 seconds, request timeout would be 300,000 milliseconds. Read-write timeout, this is a secondary timeout setting related to the individual reading and writing operations. This is also measured in milliseconds. Possible reasons for timeout errors. Here are some reasons why you might still face timeout issues despite setting a high timeout duration. Server-side delays or issues. Sometimes, the problem might be with the server not responding in a timely manner, regardless of how long the timeout is set. Network latency. High levels of network congestion or other network-related problems could also cause delays exceeding the set timeout duration. Misconfiguration of timeout properties. Ensure both the timeout and possibly read-write timeout properties are appropriately configured. Sometimes, adjusting only one may not suffice. Default values and fallbacks. In some cases, RestSharp might fall back to default timeout values due to underlying HTTP client configurations or overrides that you're not aware of. Suggested actions. Thoroughly check server and network conditions. Ensure that the server you are contacting can genuinely respond within the given time frame. Monitor network conditions to rule out network latency as a primary cause. Validate all relevant timeout settings. Confirm that all timeout-related properties, timeout and read-write timeout, are set correctly. Also, review any client-side configurations that could override your settings. By addressing these potential issues and checking all relevant settings, you should resolve or at least narrow down the root cause of the persistent RestSharp timeout errors. Conclusion. Timeout errors in RestSharp can arise from several factors, including server-side delays, network issues, and incorrect timeout configurations. By understanding these underlying causes, you can take more informed steps to troubleshoot and resolve these issues effectively.